Could I give you something to give to Karina?
What'd you have in mind?
I wanted to burn a mix CD for her.
A wonderful idea. But in giving her a gift, what
that's like a communication outside the group, right?
Well...
Ezra, I'm just curious, why can't you have relations outside this room? Does it sully what we do here? It feels like we're almost being sequestered and we're in a jury room and we can't discuss anything that happens outside this room. And I just want to know why. I mean, what is the harm of her sharing a piece of herself?
So there's no harm in wanting to share a piece of herself. The value of putting words to impulse, of putting words to desire, is that an exchange takes place. A human interaction takes place. There's something nourishing for Tilda and there's something nourishing for Karina in this exchange. Mm-hmm. When Tilda's talking to Karina, she's not just talking to Karina. She's talking to 2 or 3 other people.
Yes, but there's so much that music says that words don't.
So if you could share a piece of music that would convey something to the group about you and who you are, what would that piece of music be?
I don't know that I can give an accurate answer to that question.
No, come on, do it.
Give an inaccurate answer.
This is what it feels like to me right now. It feels like you are at a pool and you're seeing us all swim in it and you keep telling us how great the pool is and how wonderful it must be to swim in that pool. I would push you to, instead of hanging out here and thinking about what the pool is, to jump in with us.
I understand.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Didn't do it for you, did it?
No, I don't know why, but it did.
It did in a way. Manny's a very passionate fellow. And I think you're being as available as you know how to be at the moment. I think you're doing a very good job.
You congratulating him and telling him, you know, good job, like you're doing a good job. Yeah. It made me feel jealous that I can't have that with my dad or hear my dad say that to me.
Or with Ezra.
Or with Ezra, yeah.
Well, it is sad to think that you can't have that with your father, but why can't you imagine having that with me? Your father was a high school biology teacher.
Yeah.
He never got his doctorate, but he wants you to have a doctorate. Is that right?
That is right.
That's sad. I mean, it's wonderful in one way, but it's sad in another way that he doesn't really know you.
But he sees potential in me, right? That's
well,
good.
He sees potential. He's helped you in many ways. You are a PhD student at a very fine university.
Yeah.
But it seems to me you're telling us that we don't and I don't see you as much as you'd like to be seen. That you want to be known for your passion. And right now, your passion is not microbiology. It's gaming. That was an appropriate emphasis point.
Yes, it was.
So why not embrace yourself here? Why not help us embrace your vision of what you want to grow into? Now, you just shook your head no to something.
No, I
No, you did. What'd you shake your head no to?
Well, I'm frustrated with myself. I'm angry at myself.
What are you angry with yourself for? Anger is not meant to be directed at you.
Because you're right, and I hate that you're right, because that's a problem in me that I need to deal with.
No, so I'm reminding you of your father. Your father loved to be right. He lorded it over you.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that with you. I want you to be right about you. I want the group to understand you. So what do we need to know about you today to help you take the next step? He always says no first.
It's because he's about to cry. It's okay to cry.
What are the tears about?
Yes, I'm frustrated. I don't know. I keep people pleasing, whether it be my father or whether people around me. It's a lot sometimes.
It's a terrible burden, Stuart, to be a people pleaser.
It is.
I think the fact that you just let whatever happen is so admirable. I'm so fucking proud of you, man. I want to give you a huge hug. I wish I could, following the rules, whatever.
What do you mean? With your words, you can do anything.
I'm hugging you. But seriously, I think that's a big breakthrough, and I don't want us to ride over that.
My heart is beating so fast. I was so moved by the way you were with Stuart. You were like the best father that I can imagine.
You need that too. Do you know what you want from me at the moment?
I guess I just want you to see me.
And if I could say something about seeing you, what would I say that would convince you that I see you?
That it's okay for me to take up space and to have all the feelings I have and to have made the mistakes I've made.
Absolutely. Karina, your being here in this group has added a lot of life to this process.
Manny, it's very hard for me to believe him, and...
Why? That was so genuine. I don't think anybody in this room didn't think that he just meant that.
No, but try to stay with Karina's difficulty. She asked me for something, I began to give it to her, and now she's telling you how difficult it is for her to accept it.
I recognize that because I see you do it every week.
You do?
Yeah, of course. You have a really
What do
hard
you
time
do?
accepting love. You do.
But she's very aware of how much she needs it.
Yes.
And wants it.
What is that? What type of cheap answer is that? To just give her what she basically was like, I need you to do this for me, and you were like, okay, yes, you bring life to the group.
What's wrong with that? Karina has a need for something she never got enough of.
Yeah, we all have that.
That's right. So why do you mind it if I can provide some of that for her?
Okay.
Or the group can provide it for her?
I guess I'm I'm disappointed with myself that I can't provide it for you. Like, I wish I could
Oh.
I wish I could help you. I wish
So
I
you're-
could
From
change.
frustrating you, you feel helpless?
No, she's jealous of me.
She's jealous of you?
I have a power with you that she doesn't have with you. Fair to say?
Yeah, but I don't think you do either.
I may not. We'll have to see. But at the moment, it looked like what I said did touch Karina. Enough so that she fled.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
fled,
okay. Well, then
she
that's
fled
great.
very
Then
quickly.
I wish we all could. I wish I could touch you. I wish you could touch yourself.
Wait a second now. Wait a second. That didn't sound exactly right. You don't know how deeply connected you are to Karina and how much your words might mean to her at some moment in this process. You undercut yourself. Do you understand that? Do you know that about yourself?
No.
You sometimes talk about yourself as the youngest person in the group, and therefore you have less power. I'm not sure that's true.
I'm immediately going in my head and being like, yeah, but Tilda, you don't know how to.
Yeah, but there it is. Yeah, but
So you're doing what I do.
I know.
Ah.
study Karina, and you're going to learn a lot about yourself. That yeah, but is a way of undoing any possibility that Stuart's ideas about you, or Karina's ideas about you, or Manny's ideas about you can become part of your idea about you. Remember, you came into this group with a tenement full of voices in your head. A lot of loud talking. A lot of undermining talking. Do you know in New York City, if you own a building, you have rights? You can move a tenant out of a space that you want to occupy. You can't get rid of them, but you can move them to the back of the building. You can move into the building in the front where there's sunlight. So I'd like you to think about moving some of those voices in your mind to the back of your mind and begin to install the voices of these people in the front of the building.
How do you go about that?
Make room for Henry's voice, Rebecca's voice. When they say something to you that strikes you as true about you, make room for it. Don't reject it so quickly. Don't do a yes, but. Or if you do a yes, but, start to notice it. Study it like Like a steward studies microbes, you study this like a scientist studies it. Oh, there it is. I did it again. Yes, but I wonder what I'm up to. What am I trying to interfere with? You do that, we'll make progress. You just shook your head yes to something.
I'd like that.
I'd like that for you.
It's so loud.
What's so loud? It's a tenement.
Yeah, it's like a fucking circus.
Tilda, I think you're an incredible individual, young woman. And I see so much of my younger self in you. And you pack a mean punch. You're a really powerful woman. And I know it's hard sometimes to let it sink in when we tell you, but I know that you know. I know that you know what you have. And it really inspires me week after week coming here, and it's liberating to hear you talk and speak so freely about how you feel, what you think, and your honesty.
How are your words affecting Tilda now, do you know?
I'm trying to reach in real deep.
Just slow down a little bit. Give her room to respond. You've been very generous.
I love you.
How are these words affecting you?
My heart's picking up, and I got these things dripping out of my eyes.
How's the sound in your mind?
Well, that was nice. Then it was just you, and I just heard pack a mean punch, pack a mean punch, pack a mean punch.
But you're also very funny.
Thank you.
That's what I appreciate. I appreciate a lot about you, but you're really funny. Is that okay to be funny
This
in this
makes
room?
me so
In this room?
Yeah.
How else are we going to survive?
Well, I hope so. I really do. I love that.
On that note, I'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Bye, guys. Bye.
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 Эпизод 4, который называется «Замедлись». В самом начале мы видим, как раскрывается вопрос отношений участников вне группы. Существует правило, что за пределами группы участники не общаются. И здесь речь не только о границах. Это может быть вредно для всей группы. Общаясь за пределами группы, участники оттягивают групповое напряжение вовне. И создается такой некий заговор. На группе молчат о том, о чем говорят вне группы. Соответственно, в группе они перестают быть полезными друг для друга, потому что перестают говорить, опасаясь ранить, задеть или выдать секрет друг друга. Избежать последствий таких встреч на стороне можно, поделившись материалом, который возникает вне группы. И что, собственно, и происходит в этой серии. Важный эпизод в этой серии, конечно же, это работа Стюарта. Это ужасная ноша — угождать другим, дает интерпретацию Эзра. И мы видим, как его слова попадают в самую суть, в самую точку боли. Мы видим это по реакции Стюарта. Он не может сдержать слез, потому что это его тема.
Я расстроен. Я не знаю, что я чувствую. Я просто стараюсь радовать людей, будь то мой отец или другие люди, окружающие меня. Иногда этого бывает очень много.
Стюарт — это ужасное бремя — доставлять людям удовольствие.
Так оно и есть.
Он всегда оценивает, что происходит вокруг, выясняя, что люди хотят от него, а затем пытается им это дать. Но так теряется личность. И этот эпизод иллюстрирует важный аспект групповой терапии. Поведение по отношению к другим, которые люди проявляют в обычной жизни, вскоре начинает проявляться по отношению к участникам группы, что, собственно, и происходит. Обратите внимание, как доктор Эзра работает в этой серии. Он работает как участник, помогая тем самым раскрыться другим участникам. Например,
Знаете ли вы, чего вы хотите от меня в данный момент?
Я думаю, я просто хочу, чтобы вы увидели меня.
ты знаешь, что ты хочешь от меня прямо сейчас, говорит он Карине. И это придает ей смелости преодолеть сильнейшее сопротивление. Мы видим, как она борется, и в итоге выдает то, что для нее болезненно. Я хочу, чтобы ты меня увидел. Мы видим, как слой за слоем проблема начинает раскрываться. И вместе с отчаянным желанием получить любовь открывается неспособность ее принять. Когда доктор подчеркнул вклад Карины, она продемонстрировала то, с чем она сталкивается в повседневной жизни, вне группы, с трудностью принять любовь. Это отметили в своей обратной связи другие участники.
Это так. Я так не думаю. Я, Мэнни. Мне очень трудно поверить ему.
Я не думаю, что кто-то в этом зале не подумал, что он просто имел это в виду. Но постарайтесь не забывать о трудностях Карины. Она попросила меня кое о чем. Я начал давать ей это. И теперь она рассказывает вам, как трудно ей принять это. И я понимаю это, потому что вижу, как вы делаете это каждую неделю. Вам действительно трудно принять любовь. Так оно и есть. Но она прекрасно осознает, как сильно она в ней нуждается.
Еще один важный момент. Мы видим, как работа Стюарта запускает, как эффект домино, работу других участников. Что-то в том, что говорил Стюарт, в том, что он переживал, откликается в каждом, причем по-своему. Ну и, конечно, блестяще показано действие обратной связи, когда Ребекка говорит, что Тильда значит для нее. Это опытные участники, их не нужно уже подталкивать, они знают ценность обратной связи. Насладитесь этим моментом искренней обратной связи. Для меня это до сих пор магия и чародейство, которое происходит на группе. И в фильме это блестяще показано. И это те самые моменты, за которые я люблю групповую терапию. И вопрос для саморефлексии. Серия называется «Замедлись». Как вы думаете, зачем Эзра просит Ребекку замедлиться? Пишите свои ответы в комментариях, мы обязательно обсудим. И приятного просмотра!
Goodbye, Dad.